Anthony Harwig here with another Middle Ridge volleyball player profile. I am joined by Ava Hulett. Ava, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
And let's talk about the being in this volleyball program. I think you took the world by storm last year, and now you're stepping into another year of experience. What's it been like going from last year to this year, and kind of trying to grow as a player?
I've definitely been working on my volleyball IQ because last year I definitely struggled with hitting. When hitting, I didn't know where to hit and what times to hit or to tip. And this year, definitely Coach Lesko's definitely been working with me on that. So.
What do you think in growing in that was the kind of the hardest part to grasp, or the hardest part to transition from the last level of volleyball to varsity?
Definitely my team, we rely a lot this year more on our team because we know how good we are. So there's a lot more pressure there. And being a sophomore now, it's like, oh, you have to step up now. Like freshmen, oh, you make freshman mistakes, my coach would always say. But this year, it's definitely a bigger role.
When you came in last year, Middle Ridge was coming off a district championship. Their program was at a really high state, higher than it's been in a long time. Was there any pressure as a freshman stepping on that varsity floor that, hey, like, I have to live up to what the program has been the last couple of years?
Oh, 100%. I've always looked up to Caitlin Lesko. I watched her high school years. And I was like, wow, when I get older, I want to hit like that. So now that's all. I just go at it and hope that it's best.
Man, you guys opened the season with a bang by beating Western Reserve, which is a team that kind of was your bugaboo last year in the conference. What'd that feel like, and how much momentum do you think this gives this group to get that win right off the bat of the season?
Oh, it was the best feeling ever. We knew we were going into the season starting off with this game. We lost to this game, our last game last year. So we're like, we have to get it this year. And we just all had the mindset of we're going to win, we're going to play all out because we don't have anything to lose. And now we're like on top of the world.
What were some of the conversations afterwards in practice or in the next game, trying to stay even and not let that game get you too high and realize that there's a whole season left?
Yeah, it definitely did. Our coach was very impressed with us. But going into Jackson Milton, we knew that they were very scrappy. And we almost lost the first set because we had the mindset of, oh, we can beat them. So we never can let that come too far ahead of us because we always have to be prepared.
What were some personal goals that you set for yourself coming into this season that you really wanted to accomplish?
I want to get more kills than I did last year. And I want to have a higher hitting percentage because last year I really struggled with that. And my serving has gotten a lot better this year. So I want to focus on that too.
What about some team goals that this program set in the offseason and things that you guys as a group collectively knew that you wanted to accomplish as a team?
Our first thing was conference. We lost last year. Our first game we lost to Jackson Mullen, so that didn't help us out, and then we lost to Reserve both times. So we knew going into this conference is number one, and then our second part of the season we're worried about districts.
All that being said, the struggles in the conference last year, not being able to win it, you still had a deep tournament run, went all the way to the district championship game. What was that experience like for you, and how much did it teach you about the next level of volleyball and making tournament runs and those high pressure situations?
Oh, it was crazy. We thought we were into going into our semifinals for New Falls. We played Maplewood, and we thought we were going to lose because we knew Maplewood was really good. And we were like, we can't think of it like that because we're going to lose that way. So we went into it playing it all, and then we won in 4 sets, and we were like, wow, we're going to semifinals. And it was crazy.
All right, so you come into this year as a sophomore. What are some things that you think you learned last year, not just about volleyball, but just about yourself and the growth and personality?
I definitely learned being a better person and talking more. I'm usually a quiet person, and on the court, that completely changes. I'm probably one of the loudest ones on the court. So
Do you,
definitely talking.
what do you think helps you make that switch? Like you go from a quiet person to as soon as you step on the floor, it's almost like a split personality. Has it always been that way, or is that something you really worked on early in your sporting career?
It's definitely something I've worked on because my coach always said talking, and like if you want to go to college and play a sport, that's all they look for is talking. Do you communicate? Do you talk with your team? So I definitely try to focus on that a lot.
I'm sure that the team chemistry and the bonding that you've made with your teammates has made that a lot easier. What are some of your favorite team bonding activities that you do with this program?
Well, this summer we went to Cincinnati for 3 days play volleyball. And one day we actually went to Kings Island for like 7 hours we were there for. And it was the best time. We all rode roller coasters, we got food, we just had the best time there, and we really connected there.
A trip to Cincinnati means there's no escaping your team. You have to live with them for a couple of days. You got to get to know them a lot. What teammate did you get to know the most in that trip?
Definitely Gianna Paris because she came to our school this year from reserve. And so we were all like, oh, she's from our rival school. Like, what is she about? But she's actually very funny and very nice. So became very close with her.
What, because obviously she won a district championship last year. What kind of championship mindset did she kind of bring to the team, and the standard of success did she kind of bring to this program?
She was like, okay, we have to beat reserve. Like, we're going to beat reserve. They don't have me this year. I'm just kidding. But, no, she was like, we're definitely going to beat them. We have it. We have the whole team. We're very good. We got it.
I'm assuming that game meant like the world to her specifically, just going into that place.
Yes, it did. She was so excited.
Now I've seen the pregame jumping jacks. I think they're called Ram Jacks, and you guys do them. The football team does it because it's become a phenomenon in Middle Ridge athletics. What does it do for you, and what kind of things do you like about it, and trying to get in sync as a team before a game?
Oh, I love doing Ram Jacks. Some of my teammates, they're like, oh, this is embarrassing. We're doing it while the gym's quiet. But I'm like, oh no, it's hyping us up. Like, we're gonna do Ram Jacks. We're gonna say what school we're from, and we're gonna show them up. I love doing them.
Now, from what I mean, you guys take it pretty seriously too. Like, if one girl is out of rhythm or not in sync, they're gonna hear it. So, is that like one of your biggest fears, to not be in sync on the Ram Jacks?
I mean, I don't think it's one of my biggest fears, but it'd definitely be embarrassing if one of us messed up.
What are some of the childhood fears that you've had, and do you still have them?
I used to be scared of heights, but I like roller coasters. Like walking, like, I don't know, going up on a hill or like looking down, I'm like, oh. But roller coasters are fine. Spiders are another one. I hate spiders.
As we continue to look back on your childhood, what is kind of your first memories with volleyball?
Definitely my mom was one of my crucial deciding factors of I want to play volleyball because she's played volleyball most of her life. And so as soon as I was like able to learn or like think, she would like help me learn how to pass, set, we'd pepper together. So
you're also a multiple sport athlete, so what is it kind of like getting the mental switch between sports and going from volleyball mode to basketball mode?
it's definitely a big switch, and it's definitely conditioning wise, it's a lot different from volleyball to basketball, running up and down the court. But I love both sports, and
You love both, but I have to put you on the spot and ask you which one is your favorite.
I would probably say volleyball, definitely because I come more natural at it.
You know, this Middle Ridge student section is widely known. You got the golden megaphone in that gym for a reason. What's it like playing in front of that student section? And then when you get to be a part of it, what's it like to kind of be a part of that atmosphere?
I love when there's a student section at our games. It makes me play so much better. It brings up all of our energy. We're like, okay, our team's here, our school's here, now we have to show them what's up. And sitting in the student section, oh, it's crazy. Like when our boys play against McDonald for basketball, that's probably one of the best student sections you can have.
What's your favorite sport to be a part of the student section for?
Definitely basketball.
And when you look at some of the things that make Middle Ridge unique and the student body unique, what are some things that kind of stick out to you?
I think it's nice how we all come together. Like, we're always supporting each other. We're always there for each other. We come from one school, so we're there for that school. So we're always there for supporting each other. I think it's awesome that our community does it. And all my friends' parents, they're always like, "Oh, like you're in this event. Oh, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come watch you, support you." I'm like, "Oh, thank you."
I know you just barely started your sophomore year, but they say sophomore is the hardest year of high school. What are some classes that you think are going to give you trouble? What classes do you like taking in school, and what kind of things do you like to study?
My favorite subject's math. This year, I'm taking a STEM Algebra 2 class, and I'm really excited for that because I love math. Also a fan of science. I'm taking biology this year, so I'm excited for that.
Have you already started to figure out kind of what career path you want to travel down?
I'm leaning right now towards being a lawyer. I'm not sure what kind of lawyer yet, but I think I definitely want to do
Got to
that.
be real. I did not see that coming. You said math and science.
I know.
I feel like lawyer came out of left field.
know.
What drives you to that when you love math and science so much?
I don't know. I mean, I always thought about being an engineer. That was probably like always my one go-to. But I don't know. Something about being a lawyer just seems fun.
What about like the little kid dream job when you were little? What was the thing that you really wanted to be the most when you were maybe 5 or 6?
Oh. It was probably like being an FBI agent or something.
Hey,
Watching.
that goes right into your criminal justice degree right there.
Yeah.
What was your favorite Saturday morning cartoon?
Probably Looney Tunes. I loved Looney Tunes when I was little, watching Tweety Bird.
If you could live inside any cartoon world, what world would you want to live in?
Tom and Jerry.
Okay, so a lot of violence in that show.
Yes.
What character would you want to be more? Do you want to be Tom or do you want to be Jerry?
No, I want to be Jerry.
Jerry usually wins, so that's a good
Yeah.
choice. When you look at some of the things that you like to do with your friends, the hangout spots, what's the best hangout spot in Middle Ridge?
We have a really good ice cream place. It's called Jesse's Dairy Cove, and it's right on 46. And me and my friends probably go there all the time. Their ice cream is the best.
Sounds like it might be a hidden gem in Middle Ridge because most people like the handles or the franchise ice cream.
Yeah.
What's it about that place that makes it like a really good ice cream place?
I feel like it's just in Ridge, so it's like, oh, it's in a hometown, and plus the ice cream's really good. I personally get sea salt caramel coffee, and it is really good.
I think I have to get explained. Sea salt caramel coffee.
Yes.
That's that's new. What are some of your guilty pleasure desserts that you like? I'm gonna go with that too since we're on the ice cream kick.
Definitely ice cream and brownies. I'm a huge fan of brownies.
Nuts and brownies or no?
No.
No nuts. Okay. What about like fudge? Do you like them smooth or do you like them more like a cake?
No, more like a cake.
There you go. Chocolate chip chunks or no?
No.
Oh, I like it. Me and you can get the same brownies every day. What's one thing that you spend a lot of money on that you probably should?
Definitely clothes. I go shopping a lot, and when I do, it's bad.
What was your last impulse buy?
Probably just a lot of clothes. I wouldn't say an impulse buy, just like clothes that I really probably won't need or won't wear a lot, but I still get them.
So what's the favorite clothing apparel store that you go to?
I always go to TJ Maxx and Marshalls, probably one of my favorite two stores.
If we asked one of your teammates like kind of what your style was, what do you think the answer would be?
They definitely say a mom look. I tend to dress like a mom, and they always say, "Oh, you dress like a mom today." I was like, "Oh, thanks."
I mean, it could come in handy. Do they call you the mom of the team, or do you have that kind of personality too, where you're always like trying to take care of people?
No, I would say we have other people for mom of the team, but I definitely am taking care of people. I do people's hair. I tell them like, "Oh, do you need something? I have it." So I mean, I guess kind of I am a mom.
Since
Like,
we open that box, I mean, we have to ask it. Who is the mom of the team? Like, who's the one person that comes to mind?
I would probably say either Faith or Sam. They always like have everything that you need, or if you need anything, they're always like, "Oh,
Yeah, that's funny because when we interviewed Sam, she said that like before the game she wants to be alone. Like she puts her
yeah,
headphones in
yeah,
and she kind of isolates herself, but she's always ready for you guys and she's always got everything you guys need. So that's a good dynamic there.
yeah."
Um, whose parent brings the best snacks to away games?
Definitely my mom. We have a big container full of protein snacks that our coach always makes us eat after, like, within half an hour after we play. And my mom brought a big container this year and just filled it with a bunch of protein snacks.
All right. Who's the best cook in your household and what's your favorite dish that they cook?
Probably, I don't know. My parents are both good cooks, but I love my mom's stuffed peppers. They're really good.
All-time favorite meal, what would it be?
Steak, mashed potatoes, and some sort of vegetable.
And when we talk about, I want to get some more of the teammates most and who's the best dancer on Middle Ridge volleyball?
Hmm. Probably. I mean, I used to dance, so maybe me. I would say either me or Faith, probably.
It's not bad to toot your own horn a little bit. If you think it's you, that's there you go. What teammate do you think you would trust the most as a getaway driver?
Sam. Sam's probably the best driver on the team.
What teammate would you never want to be a getaway driver?
Gianna Paris.
When you look at one of the teammates that embodies the best leadership, who comes to mind?
Um, I would say. I would say probably Faith.
Who is the team comedian?
Liv makes me laugh a lot.
All right, before we let you go, I want to give you a chance to shout out your support system and all the people that have been behind you every step of the way.
Yeah. I would like to thank my parents because they're always at every single game, both of them. If they have something going on, they'll miss it. And my grandparents, too, they're at every single game. And my other family, my aunt and uncle, they try to come when they can. And definitely all my friends' parents, they're always there helping me, supporting me. Like for track, one of my best friends' dads came just to watch me run. It was really amazing. And definitely all my coaches, they're always supporting me and everything. And definitely my school, they're always there.
All right, Ava, thank you so much for joining us today. We love hearing from you. We love covering you all season, and we look forward to hearing from you again real soon.
Thank you.